All right, so here's an update on the truck. It's been very disappointing. The starter quit on it now, which I think has something to do with the repair they did on the main seal. But speaking of the main seal and oil leaks, take a look at this. That is all oil from only about 12 to 14 or 15 hours sitting here. I just pulled it in yesterday, which was when the starter quit. So the owner's on his way out to try and get it started so we don't have to tow it back to the shop. And of course I'm going to be making them redo that main seal. It looks like that's one of the leak spots. But it's just frustrating, you know, that... Anyways, that's where we're at. I'm hoping to go get plates for it today anyways. But it'll be back in the shop now for another few days. And I may be arguing with him on a $150 tow bill. Because I know he had to pull that starter out to do that main seal. So a little bit of frustration continuing on getting this thing up and running. All right, there's Rob, the owner of Vienna Automotive. Came out for a service call. New starter going in the dump. We're gonna get this thing roadworthy yet, right, Rob?
Hope so.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll pick away at it, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on it. We still got to figure out this oil leak thing, but I'm confident we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Right, Rob?
Yep.
Good deal. All right, Rob just put the starter in, and I forgot to mention he came all the way out to help save me from a tow bill on getting it in. So the new starter's in. Let's see if she works, man. Go ahead. All right. Well, at least we're back up and running. All right, Rob is under there spraying the engine off with the pressurized brake fluid, I think, so that we can restart it and try to better find where the leaking problem is. There's a look at the leak coming out. I think it's actually a combination, but anyways, here's my hand to give you an idea what we're after. But it's got a shield under there where some of the oil is resting on that, so I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Totally cleaning it off again and trying to figure out where the leak's coming from. So how long you let it run for?
Just started it. We'll let it run there for a few minutes, kind of dry off the brake clean. I'll move it somewhere else and put down a fender cover and see if it drips on it.
Okay. The hunt continues. The investigation. All right, moving it up to a dry spot now. All right, he's putting a fresh, clean towel down there. All right, we ran it probably 15 minutes and there's not as much as a drop here. So we pulled it back in, and Rob is taking another look in there to see if we can identify a leak or not. All right, we got it back in the shop, and so far we cannot find, Rob can't, I should say, a single fresh leak coming out. So I guess that could be wonderful news. I like mysteries solved. So we're gonna leave it sit another day and just see if we get some leaking then with some fresh rags underneath it. I suppose in theory it could have been on the under shroud. Okay, it's the next day and we have two new leaks appeared. The one you can see there, that's right about the main seal area. And the other new one that popped up is right there, which is a little perplexing. Not sure what that's going to be. up in the corner kinda, but so it's gonna go back to the shop. So I took it back in, another $800 later, I got it back out. An oil cooler line was leaking and the oil pan was leaking. Pick it up from the shop, go down to the gas station, fill up the rear tank, and all of a sudden at the gas station now it won't run, service engine lights coming on. I figured the clowns who used it never ever used that rear tank out of sheer laziness. So sure enough, the brand new filter from the first service was totally clogged with debris. I have them swap out the filter, and yet now it's still running rough and the engine check light is flashing on and off. So now I have to take it into GM for that. Not only that, but the electric brakes are missing the computer module. The lights work, but it won't engage the brakes for my trailer. So this saga is still going on. Don't know how people can live with themselves when they purposefully and knowingly screw others over. But that ain't my way. I don't screw people over. But anyways, that's where the saga is right now. I'm still working on getting this thing truly roadworthy.